Hello, everybody. My name is Sir Raphael, and I will be teaching you environmental studies for class 2. Now, everybody, take out your Wonder World Environmental Studies book 2 and turn with me to page 1. Now, the first lesson about me. Now, do not read yet. The first paragraph says, paste an old picture of yourself in the frame on the left. In the other frame, paste your recent picture. Do you look very different in the two pictures? In what ways have you grown? Now, if you have two pictures, just place them side by side. A picture of you last year and a picture of you right now. Last year, how old were you? And how old are you now? What do you look like? Do you look very different? How are you different? Notice the differences and changes in your body. Now let us look at the next line. Look at the above two pictures again and tick the sentences that are true and cross out those that are not. Number 1. I have grown taller. Have you grown taller? Have you grown taller? How tall were you last year? How tall are you this year? Is there any difference? Are you taller now than you were last year? Most probably. So what do you do when it's true? You put a tick in the box. Very good. Number 2, I have more number of teeth. Do you have more teeth right now? Tell me, who has more teeth right now? Right. So, if it's true that you have more teeth, then put a tick. Thank you. The next, the color of my eyes have changed. Has the color of your eyes changed? Are your eyes still the same color, or are they a different color? Put a tick or a cross. My shoe size has changed. Is your shoe size still the same? Or are you wearing a bigger size? Or are you wearing a smaller size? Has your shoe size changed? If yes, put a tick. If not, put a cross. The color of my hair has changed. Has the color of your hair changed? Has it remained the same? If yes, then put a tick. If not, then put a cross. Number 6, I have learned to do many new things. Have you learned to do any new things compared to last year? Do you know how to do more things this year? If yes, then put a tick. If not, then put a cross. Very good. Now, on to the next page, page 2. Growing up. We are born as babies. Altogether, we are born as babies. We grow up to become young boys and girls. When we are 13 years old, we become, look at that word, teenagers. That might be a new word for you. Look at the word teenager. Let's spell it out all together. T-E-E-N-A-G-E-R-S. Teenagers. One more time. T-E-E-N-A-G-E-R-S. Teenagers. What is a teenager? Let's look at the sentence. When we are 13 years old, we become teenagers. How old are you right now? Are you 13? You're not 13. When you become 13, you will become what is known as a teenager. That's right. Now, let's look at the next sentence. At 18, we become adults. At what age? At 18, we become adults. Look at the word adults. A-D-U-L-T-S. We become adults when you reach 18. Are you 18? No, not yet. No, not yet. No. When you become 18, you will become an adult. So, when do you become a teenager? When we become 13 years old. When do you become an adult? When you become 18 years old. Very good. Let us read the passage below. As we grow older, we change in some ways, but some things remain the same. We grow taller, and our hands and feet get bigger. Our nose and ears also get bigger in size. But the color of our eyes remains the same. Does the color of our hair change? Let's have a discussion. What is the color of your grandparents' hair? What is the color of your grandparents' hair? Have you ever seen your grandparents' hair? How many of you have grandparents? Have you seen your grandparents' hair? What is the color of your grandparents' hair? Do you know anyone who has black and white hair? Do you know? Next, place your hand on a sheet of paper and draw an outline of it. Now ask your teacher to do the same. Whose hand is bigger? Can you say why? Now instead of teacher, you can do it with your parents. You can do it with mommy or daddy. Place a hand on a sheet of paper and draw an outline of it. Ask your mommy or daddy to do the same. Whose hand is bigger? Can you say why? Very good. On to the next page, page number 3. Learning new things. Let us read together. Are you ready? Let's go. We learn new things as we grow older. Some things are easy to learn, others are a little difficult. You learnt many new things. What things did you find easy to learn, and what were a little difficult? Now, everybody, as we grow older, we learn many new things. What are the things that you've learned from last year compared to last year? Have you learned anything new? Have you learned to say thank you? Have you learned to say please? Have you learned to say excuse me? Have you learned to read? Have you learned to write? Have you learned to tie your shoelaces? We learn many new things. Some things are more easy for us, and some things are more difficult for us. Now, let us look at the exercise. Write easy or difficult. Number 1. Learning to read was blank. Was it easy or difficult? Learning to read. Number 2. Learning to write was blank. Learning to write was easy or difficult? Which one is it? Learning to do sums was blank. Easy or difficult? Are you good at maths? Learning to do sums, is it easy for you or difficult for you? Number 4. Learning to sing was blank. Was it easy or difficult? Learning to draw was blank. And look at the next. Write any 2 new things that you learned the last year. Have you learned anything new? Do you know how to tie your shoelaces? Do you know how to read? What are the new things that mommy and daddy have taught you? Write any 2 new things that your mommy and daddy have taught you in the last year. Right. And let us look at the passage below. We are special. We all look different. We like different things. We may also be similar in many ways, but each of one is special. Yes, look at your friends. Look at your brothers and sisters. Look at your neighbors. Look at your mommy and daddy. Look at anyone. Everyone looks different. We all like different things. We may also be similar in many ways, but all of you are special. Each and every one of us is special. There is no one like you. Now, children, this part we can just skip because we can do this at class. It's easier to do this at class. So we'll just skip this part. On to the next part. Let us look at the exercises, and the exercises will be your homework. Alright? The exercises on page 4 and page 5. From A, B and C. Write yes or no, fill in the blanks, and tick the things that are true about you, cross the ones that are false. All these shall be your homework. Alright? That concludes the lesson. Thank you very much. Goodbye.